Well, we need to talk about the Olympics and the opening ceremony specifically. We are not going to show any clips because they've mostly been scrubbed by the Olympics committee themselves, even. So they were getting all kinds of people in trouble for sharing the clips, which we'll get to in a second. But the whole opening ceremony was like a transtastic, vile, just debauchery, grossness display. And a lot of people, particularly Christians and people on behalf of Christians, are very upset because of this imagery. So this is actually the statement from the French Catholic Church afterwards, saying the ceremony unfortunately included scenes in which Christianity was mocked and ridiculed, which we deeply regret. We thank the members of the other religious denominations who have expressed their solidarity with us. This morning, we think of all Christians on all continents who have been hurt by the exaggeration and provocation of some scenes.
Do they regret it? Do they?
Well, I mean, the apology ended up being so freaking lame. They're saying this is how the French talk. We regret it, as in we hate it. We feel terrible that this is a thing that happened. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
I mean, so, you know, the explanation is that no, this had nothing to do with the Last Supper. This was all about the Greek god Dionysus.
Really?
And this feast, and this is all about the feast. And how can you not see the difference? I'm sorry. Actually, two things can be true at once. It could have been a representation of the Greek god Dionysus and also set up in exactly this way to cause the most offense. Both of those things can be true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what happened. It was set up in this way to cause the most offense. And the way I look at it is, okay, now mock Islam. I'll wait over here.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, do it. I double dog dare you. The guy who created this whole like production, do it. And let's see what happens. Because, you know, it's okay to offend Christians, right? Totally okay to do that every day, day in and day out. What are we going to do? Nothing. We're just, you know, we sit back and we go, okay, we're used to it. We're used to being like offended and people mocking us. And that's, we kind of go, okay, whatever. At this point, it's like every day we're called racist, right? We're just used to it. We're just kind of used to like the treatment. But you do that to another religion, and we know which one I'm talking about. You do it to that one, and I mean, you can't. So this is the thing. They're just so used to beating up on Christians, and it's not okay. And a lot of people they're just like, you know what, just stop. It's not cool to do that anymore. Stop doing it.
Yeah, and people are boycotting the Olympics in droves over this. And so the pushback is, but you guys are just misinterpreting it.
Oh, shut
up. Again, I go back to both things can be true at once. They can say and they can claim that this is all about the Greek god Dionysus, but when they pull it out like that, when they put it on like that, they know what they're doing. They absolutely know what they're doing. And like, as Brett Weinstein says, it's a carefully constructed Rorschach test created to make each side look mad in the eyes of the other. It is part of a coup against the West, which is an interesting take for sure.
Yeah.
But the Olympics themselves, this is an interpretation of the Greek god Dionysus, making us aware of the absurdity of violence between human beings. That's what they're saying this is all about.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. It just really is. It's just what it did was it offended a whole bunch of people.
And why? What was the point?
To marginalize and to make other people look small because you're insecure about yourself. Yeah. And that's seriously, that's what it was to me. And I want my kid watching this? No. I mean, seriously, my kid, we want to watch the Olympics, which we did. We watched a lot of the Olympics yesterday because we have, you know, an interest in a lot of the different sports. But this garbage, I don't want my 14-year-old daughter watching this crap. And we didn't watch it. No interest in this whatsoever. And that's a shame. You know, that's a damn shame that I don't want my kid watching the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, but yet it's okay for her to watch the actual Olympics.
I mean, it's no wonder because there's kids participating in this garbage. Gays Against Groomers posted this video. It's just a screenshot at this point, but he was like, he said, we're absolutely disgusted to see these drag queens and half-naked gender cultists dance around little kids at the Olympics for the entire world to watch. This is a global issue, and if it doesn't horrify you, you are not paying attention.
Right. It's like, you're either not paying attention or you're part of it, and shame on you.
There were some voices of reason. This woman from France said, as a sincerely patriotic French girl, I desolidarize myself from this freak show and apologize to you, the world. And then some guy's junk was out. Now, people are saying that's not his junk. I'm sorry. What else is that? His junk is out.
I can't think of what else it would be either. What else would it be, you guys? What does he have down there? What is it? Any suggestions? What else would be hanging out?
That's junk right there.
Exactly.
You're not going to convince me otherwise. I mean, that's what that is. There was another French woman who said, as a French woman, I'm deeply embarrassed by this opening ceremony, would like to apologize to the entire world for subjecting you all to the sick farce. Don't hate us. It isn't us. It's the woke metropolitan elite. They ruin fucking everything.
They do.
She's so right. My God.
It's so right. Just stop it. I mean, normal people don't want to see this shit. They don't. And we turn it off because we are like, you know what? It's like we live in the real world. We just want to watch the sports, man. Like, just stop shoving this crap in our faces. Good Lord.
Well, Dr. Jill Biden thought it was absolutely amazing.
Of course she did.
Spectacular. The rain did not dampen our spirits.
God, what an idiot.
Casey, honestly, every step of the way, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, how are we going to top this? How are we going to top this?
Idiot.
So, okay, so Paris has the, Eiffel Tower, but we have Hollywood and the magic of Hollywood that makes all dreams come true. So I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, go back to abusing your kid sniffing husband. Whack job.
Well, most normal people were absolutely disgusted by the entire opening ceremony. And so anytime that there was a clip about it, whether it was on the official NBC page or the Olympics page or wherever, the comments were overwhelmingly negative. And then on social media, people started clipping the opening act and retweeting it and reposting it and saying, look at how horrendous this is. And so then, because they're complete petty bitches, the people in the Olympics and on NBC started sending out takedown requests to anybody that was showing or retweeting their own opening ceremonies, which was absolutely ridiculous. It was completely an attempt to silence criticism. There was a whole account, Clown World, that has 2.5 million followers that got locked out because they tried to share footage from the opening ceremony. It was ridiculous.
Listen, if you're proud of it, why would you do that?
Exactly. And the Olympics on YouTube, that account itself took it down. They're like, well, we're not going to show this because the controversy is so bad.
Yeah, because people are mocking it and they're criticizing it. So God forbid we keep it out there. We're gonna close it down. Well, I mean, that should show you that you guys effed up. It's just it's unreal.
It really is. And then to top it off, the Israeli Olympic team found out they are not allowed to wear bring them home pins, like a little ribbon. So in order to counteract the fact that they were not allowed to wear those pins, the synchronized swimmers decided to take a stand about that.
Good for them.
And so here's one of the images that they created. They also did this.
This is spectacular.
Right?
Suck it, Olympics. Suck it.
And then the best part was when they created the Star of David, and we actually have video of this. Hopefully this doesn't get struck down, but amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah. This is, they cannot wear pins that say bring them home now. Why?
Isn't that the coolest thing?
What? Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they couldn't wear the pins, but I'll tell you what the Palestinian flag bearer got to wear, and this was fine. He got to wear a shirt that had a rocket shooting down rockets onto the targets.
Unbelievable.
This was fine, but you can't wear a pin that symbolizes bring them home.
That says bring them home. It's okay. Yeah. All right. It's wow. So, listen, side note, the synchronized swimmers, I know that like there's a Martin Short like SNL skit that makes fun of them, but I will tell you, like, they're unbelievable. I don't know how they do that, you guys. Like, I'm in awe of the synchronized swimmers. I can't even, like, they hold their breath for so, like, in awe of the athleticism of those chicks. It's unreal.